sunsets and skies so blue. Mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep, a heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people's above it all. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people above it all. We know it all.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Good evening to all the Neanderthals, canines, and right-wing podcasters. Welcome back to your favorite spot. That's it, all places you laughed about. We are friends have all changed since you hung around. Welcome back, Cotter. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the poor lighting, and if you hear the jet engine behind me, it's a fridge. Tried to find a way to shut it off, but it wouldn't work. Good evening, and welcome back to the program. What another eventful day here in the land at the bottom of the dark continent, Africa. Not dark because there's black people in it, but dark because it was unknown. L'Afrique noire, as the French would say back in the day. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another epic day. Started out in Vanderbilt Park, did a few videos, published them, hit the road, drove light traffic up to Northcliffe, went to my host, checked in with them. I had a visit from one of my viewers, and had a lovely conversation. And then went to Northcliffe for the meet and greet at Thunder Gun. And we had at least 125 people who showed up for that meet and greet, folks. Now, the second largest so far. Can Pretoria outdo Joburg? We shall see. We shall see, folks. Open Plus, 10 May. at 11 a.m. Open Plus in Pretoria. That's a big meet and greet. Your chance to get the highest number. We are up to 740 plus participants at our meet and greets. It is epic. It is beyond belief. I'm just some dude that lives in Pennsylvania, and all these people are coming out to chat and meet each other and meet me, and it's really, really incredible. By the way, the top that you're seeing is historic, epic jersey. The old Springbok on it, the Lion Lager on there. This is a gift from none other than Ronaldo Hus. Yep. Hey, Mark Dahl, how's it going? Ronaldo got this for me, and it fits perfectly. Thank you, Ronaldo. I just put it on for the first time this evening. So, Jules is here. Thank you for becoming a platoon leader. CB, El Marie, Hendo. Oh, by the way, CB, R1 wished me to send his greetings to you and to call me Novak. All right. All the Bormeises put their application in. Chris said he's still looking for Bormeise. Gowie Smith, welcome to you. Anton Mulder, Relinda. Oh, you guys are rubbishing Byron. That's not good. Good evening, everyone. Farm watch spotted 4 intruders just now. Shots fired. Okay, Annie, I'm jeez. See, it's real, folks. It's real. Alan, good to see you there. Weren't you at the meet and greet today, Alan? Marinda? Jacques de Beer? Why do you say everyone just comes to the greeting? You said that at 8:04. It's now 8:12, and people come and stay for a long time. Not sure where you're going with that. James Boog, good evening to you. Navy Brat, Sandra Yonk, Hendo, Wesley de Klerk, Julie, Stephen Orkia, glad you guys are okay. And there's Ronaldo. Good evening to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, did you lose power? I went to your channel and it was just spinning and spinning and spinning. All right, Heidi Roberts say, Stella 4, Maze. Chris is not late. Chris was dealing with a jet engine making noise behind him and poor lighting. I had to sit here and adjust the lighting. It's not my usual spot here. Alternate accommodations this time. And I must say that the Ritz is nicer than the Budget Inn. Underground meet and greet was absolutely incredible. Just unbelievable. We had to do the conversation speech outside in front of some shops because there's too many people. Too many people. And people all over the place. All right, what else? Joey Funvike, Julie, Ruan Lombard, sorry. Lindy Donhauser's back. Kalpana Sony, welcome back to you. Candice Stridham. Jan Frandriel. Jan, I did meet your daughter. Lovely young lady and her boyfriend. Met them at the meet and greet. They were lovely. She told me she was your daughter, but I didn't need to know. I could see family resemblances there. Yep. All right, Julie. Kay's Garden. It was nice to meet you, Kay's. Praying for all you there, okay? Okay, it's not Mau Mau, it's Momo, excuse me, it's Momo. Momo, it was nice to meet you. It was a heck of a turnout, wasn't it? Georgina Olag, good evening to you. Stella 4, Orno Flock, El Marie Marinda, Tony. Yeah, it was a great turnout, Alan. Yes, R1 wasn't able to make it, so I did meet with CB prior to that. Equal Odyssey, J. Rod, Vincent Fogel, Steve Newbold, Mariska Fisker. Garrett Gillich is back, Syncmaster, Vilma Rasmus. Okay, catching up here, folks. Jump ahead a little bit there. I don't see the Myberts tonight. Are they here? Karen Langa. I've been trying for 3 years to arrange a get-together for community and adjacent sellers, so people aren't interested. Shame. Anton Mulder, morning shot opinion about Trump. They're totally and absolutely wrong, and only his opinion. Yeah, Anton Mulder, I think we're going to talk about that extensively here tonight, so hang on. The Vanderbilt Park turnout was insane. That was at least 110 people. That might have been more because people came. We didn't count. It was insane. And all those people came for that. We went to a conference room. It was absolutely off the charts. Now, my frustration is I wish people would listen. I was asked the same question that I'd answered just 10 minutes prior on several occasions. And it wasn't any twist to the question. It was the same question. Maybe it's my machine gun fire English. I'm not sure. Strong. Okay. Okay. So, one of the viewers sent me a screen capture with what was said by Morning Shot, but I couldn't find that. I went through the whole chat on that video. No, it's all right, Alan. You had to go early. No problem. We have somebody from Heckport who came down. People came from Krugersdorp. Is it Krugersdorp? No. Heckport from all around the mid the this area here. So should I say Midrand? Yeah. William Duckett, welcome to you. Light Rain says earlier Byron knew he was going to get rubbished in his own chat for his garbage take on we don't need refugee status. Then he still gave up his garbage take. Refugee status is need a fast track. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Hang in there. Okay, Andre Clausen. Henry Schefter. Okay, William Degenhart. All right, I'm caught up here. Now let me get to it. So one of my viewers sent me a screenshot. Let me find it. Okay. Hang on a second. There it is. Okay, so there was a comment on his video, which I didn't see. And I guess someone said they're leaving the channel. And Byron responded 4 hours prior by saying, okay, bye. If you're that fragile, please feel to watch another channel. I think he meant feel free to watch another channel. Then he said, Chris is riding off telling some people what they want to hear about refugee, whatever. I refuse to do so, but that's just my opinion, and I make that very clear. It is Byron's opinion, but his quote of me is factually incorrect. I'm not telling people what they want to hear. That's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. I've never told anybody what they want to hear. I've stated the facts. I've been very clear about the facts. I've never told people what they want to hear. I'm sorry, Byron. I don't know where you're getting that from. You're right. You're entitled to your opinion that it's not real, it's not going to happen. And you're entitled to your opinion that nobody needs a status. And that is your opinion. Your claim that the program's not going to happen and only a couple people are going to go may very well prove to be true. And that's your opinion. But I never told anyone something they wanted to hear. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Factually wrong. Yeah. Good evening, Peter Louis Togos. Thank you for sharing Steve Bannon link. I don't recall sharing a Steve Bannon link. Thank you, Zach Koch, for becoming a member. I don't recall sharing a Steve Bannon. I don't recall sending that. Oh, both Bybergs are here. Hey, patron. I didn't see you guys. Sorry. Just checking. Shame my miss was so overwhelmed, shaking, giving you a little gift. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, no, it was great. There, okay, so there you go. Roxy is from Krugersdorp. I knew somebody from Krugersdorp was there. Actually, more than one person came from Krugersdorp. People came quite a ways. Yep. So Utopi says Victoria meet and greet on the 10th of May. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I look when Byron said that in our conversation, I said, "You're going to get rubbish for that comment, man. You're going to get rubbish for that comment." He said, "Refugee status isn't necessary." That is Byron's opinion, and he's entitled to his opinion. And as I said tonight to all the people gathered, I'm not encouraging anybody to take refugee status. And I've been quite clear with people the challenges. And we even talked about it again tonight, talked about, not being an Afrikaner a couple generations down the road. Also talked about, things. But I mean, I don't know where he drew that conclusion or why he would make that statement. I don't know. I haven't told anybody what they wanted to hear. That's horse manure. Horse manure. Oh, Hendo shared a Steve Bannon. Yes, Fabian Bridger, it's Byron from Morning Shot saying that. He interviewed me. I was at his office. He interviewed me. We talked. We had a conversation. I thought it was a Leka conversation, and a lot of people thought so too. But he said one thing that really pissed a lot of people. Two things. One, he started talking about Israel, and that pissing people off. I don't know why. They shouldn't be pissed off about that. But then he started talking about. He said that refugee status is not necessary; it's unneeded, and that was his words, not mine. And I said, "Ooh, you are going to be rubbish for that comment." And he goes, "Yep." Yeah. So anyway, yeah, thank you, Light Rain. I tell the truth and I see it, and I don't pussyfoot around. No, I'm not. So now, look, I take offense to that, Byron. If you're here listening, I don't know where you come up with that. I'm telling people. I'm going to read that comment again. I'm going to read that comment again because that's just nonsense. Chris is riding off telling some people what they want to hear about refugee, whatever. And that's bullshit. I'm not telling anybody what they want to hear. I'm simply stating the facts. And people, when I pull up something that's bright, the computer screen lights up my face. That works pretty well. Yeah, look, folks, I'm not here to rubbish anybody, and I'm not encouraging anyone to not like Byron, but I'm just stating for a fact that that's an inaccurate statement. I never have done that. That kind of torques me off a little bit. An otherwise wonderful trip. Yeah, he's smart in equality. It's his prerogative, though. Watching from Thailand, Ashley. Now, what's going on in Thailand, man? Stephen Arquette, welcome to you. Other guys from Rand Fontaine, thank you. See, people came from all over. This was epic, folks. It was an epic meet and greet. I got to tell you, it was crazy. And I really broke my rule. I mean, I don't usually do selfies until afterwards, but people said they were leaving. Some people fibbed. They just wanted to get that selfie. They couldn't be honest, had to have that selfie. And it wasn't fair to others, but we did it. So anyway, but I want to thank everybody who was there. It was pretty cool. Really, I do appreciate all the folks who came tonight. I appreciate people who came a long way. 1440 says, we're all adults here. Make up your mind. And based on, yeah, well, that's fine, 1440, but don't misquote me. I've been misquoted twice this week. I mean, it's bad enough when the leftists misquote me. It's not so great when people on our side of the aisle misquote me. Well, we always do something at Thundergun, but we never had this kind of popularity before. Jan Fundriel, what's going on, man? Um, I haven't seen much, but I will tell you that Vanderbilt Park is in rubbish. It's in bad shape, bad shape. Rubbish all over the place. You know, what's left of the road, potholes everywhere. Yeah, so Vanderbilt Park is in trouble. But the road coming back was pretty good. Just a few potholes. And the lights are still out when I turn onto Byers Nowadays Road. It's been like that for a couple of years. Can't be bothered. Oh, it finally stopped. Yeah, I only report the truth. Mr. TT, good chatting with you. I did, no, I didn't get more food afterwards. That was it. I'm a little hungry now. I was offered some food, but I need to focus on preparing for the stream. So anyway, yeah. So, huh. Anyway, sorry, I was looking down at my foot there. Uh, Everywhere you go, there you are still. Yeah. Good evening, Gerhard. Okay. I usually don't comment, but I was one of the people that gave an angry comment on his live this morning. I've been to Flanagan, Corey. I've been there. I've been to Mayerton. I've been to Flanagan. I've been to Vanderbilt Park. I've been to Bloemfontein. I've been to Senecal. I've been to Clarence. I've been to Harrismith. I've been to, you name it. I've probably been there. Well, you'll probably find some I haven't been to. If we are still here, the next visit, we should meet somewhere else. Thunder was overwhelmed. Yeah, it was pretty funny though, Storm Chaser. Thanks for being there. Morning, Brits. Good evening. I'm glad your meet and greets are going so well. You rock. I'm disappointed in Byron's comment. Yeah, no, I'm disappointed. I can't find it. I don't know if it was removed or maybe I missed it, but I can't find that comment. But one of my viewers sent me a screenshot of it. That's how I first found out about it. Then I went through all the comments, which ate up about 15 or 20 minutes. How's Josie? Well, Yvette, I'll know better tomorrow when I drive to the Gareth Cliff Studios in the morning, which means I'm going to have to drive through the heart of the world's largest man-made forest. Yep. No, I didn't see that. Bertie Conventa. Wish we had time for us to take you to Newcastle. Huh. Marinda, what's going on? What are you upset about? Oh, Vanderbilt Park. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Sedgefield is in from the garden routes. What's going on? Jack up, hi, Colonel. Is there going to be meet and greet in Stanford? Jack up, I'm considering it. If I do it, it would be probably on the 13th. So I could rest on the 14th. I'm considering, is there interest in a Stanford meet and greet? If so, I mean, I'm happy to do it. I don't know the area. Hogsback or Morgan's Bay. There you go, Fabian, you got me. Okay, saw you in Morning Shot dealing with trolls. Oh, my response there, Light Ray, my comments, yeah. We can all respect each other's point of view. Still, Morning Shot Ronaldo don't even always agree and everything, but that's a different point of view. Pete, I'm not talking about disviewing. I've said that but Byron is welcome to his opinion, and that's his it's his opinion, and it's an informed opinion from his view. But people are not entitled to misquote me or misstate what I said. I never. That's not true. I don't tell people what they want to hear. That's simply not true. People didn't want to hear in 2020 when I said no one's coming to save you, South Africa. You're on your own. Why am I not getting that data? What happened there? Something's not coming through. Oh, it's because I'm in the browser. There we go. Well, that's a little bit better. I can see better now. Jax gave 99 Rand. Thank you for that. I hope you had a great time in South Africa. Thanks for all the effort. All right, my pleasure. We're looking at 4 ways. Prison break. Tuesday. Few subscribers left. Then you hit 80,000. Hit the like button to subscribe, guys. I don't know what that means. Nah, Brandon, no, nice. It's a bridge too far this time. I need to, on the next trip, made a concerted effort to go through the garden route, hit Neisner, George, Mossel Bay, and then also I need to try to get to Nelspruit and Polokwane as well, and back to Northwest because I've kind of neglected those. But there's only so much time. There's only so much money. There's only so much I can cover. I've driven, I don't know, probably about 4,000 kilometers already. And I've flown 1, 2, 3, 4 flights in South Africa already. I've got 1, 2, at least 3 more flights coming. Yep. Away Masakin. You and Gary Cliff will have fun together. Yeah, we always do. Yeah, Gatas pod. Yeah, that's true. No, not Marbletown, Limpopo. Not been there for. Good night, Peter Wick. I drove from Pretoria to East London nonstop. Oh my goodness, Peter, you must be exhausted. I'm glad you got back safely. Get some rest. You used to go to Thundergun on horseback. Wow. When was that? 1950? Johan, if people connect with you, what you say, it's not that you entertain them, it's because you speak the truth and they live every day, support a cause, stand up for people. When are you in Nelspruit? I'm not, Wayne. That's the problem. I actually have a friend who lives in Nelspruit, so I'm really trying to get there. Yes, Ronaldo. Did you disappear for a while? I've already thanked you for the jersey and pointed out the people that came from you. Historic jersey here with the old Springbok on there and then the Lion Lager on here. Yes, Ronaldo. I said it was a gift from you. You must have fallen asleep. Stop with those edibles, man. They make you crazy. Youth. Tanya says, thanks for the realism truth. Since COVID, I never want to hear another ridiculous conspiracy theory paired with pitchforks. Yeah, I don't give you conspiracy theories. Missed you at Thundergun. Hope you had a good time. It was, well, but it's another long day. I mean, we started at 2:00 and I left there at 6. I did get a white bag from Vanderbilt Park. It's here. I've got a whole bunch of bags. I'm going to have to buy a suitcase, and that's not embellishment. I can't make it with this stuff. I either have to abandon it or buy a suitcase. So I'll be looking for a suitcase tomorrow, but I don't want to pay top drawer. I also don't want to buy it from Africans off the street. Okay. Yes, Edward is shocking. Vanderbilt Park, the state it's in. And last night, really cool. After the meet and greet, Monty Jackson came by, and we hung out for a while with Rennell. That was incredible. It's pretty cool. Nice. Monty, I told the story last time. It's pretty funny because, he translates directly from Afrikaans to English. And, so he no longer sells CDs when there's music. He sells USB, drives, thumb drives. And, literally in Afrikaans, you call it a stick. So, so we're sitting there and I'm waiting for my food and Ronell in there and I play the voicemail on WhatsApp and Monty says, I'm going to give you my stick. And I'm like, oh, that is so wrong, man. Oh man. I had to tell him, so we had a lot of fun with it when he came and he was talking about his shoes, how they were they didn't fit right. And he was uncomfortable because he's size 11. He has a hard time getting shoes. And I said, for a guy with such big feet, you have a really small stick. His comeback was, well, no, my stick is black. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, Monty Jackson, I had fun last night. So that was a lot of fun. It was good to see Monty. I didn't get to see Crystal, though. Oh, my goodness. If anything, Colonel's focus in South may have resulted in less international viewership. Just proves how significant South is. I don't mean less viewership. You mean for me, less international viewership for me? Or do you mean that I've turned the world off to South Africa? 8-part zigzags. That's funny. That's funny, Pete. Gregory Strauss. Hey, good to see you there, Gregory. Nice to meet you too. Um, hey, Dylan. OG. Yeah, people from Honeydew. Well, you turn off the highway, you go left. It's Honeydew. You go right. It's when you're coming from the south. You go right. It's Northcliffe. Byron didn't have a blue eye. I don't know what that's about, Miss V. Nothing happened at the party. Andre, I'm in Middelburg. It's on your way to Nelspruit, but I will try to get to you next week when you go to Pretoria. Okay, cool. I'm not going to Nelspruit. Stop that, folks. I'm not. I need to go to Nelspruit. I didn't say I was going there. I know Middelburg. Hey, Jules. All right. Jack Glass. You have to listen to Byron's podcast. Okay. JJ Lloyd Litter welcomed me to Josie. Well, thank you. I've never brought myself to call Johannesburg Josie. It sounds a little too intimate, and I don't think of Johannesburg as an intimate place. I mean, if you live here, maybe it is, but I've never called it Josie. A lot of people do. Stanford is on the other side of Hermanus. Yes, it is. Caroline, I'm in Bot Revere around lunchtime. Let's be clear about that. I said it's a quick drive-through around lunchtime, and I will be in Stanford in the evening. There's no reason I can't have a meet and greet there on the 13th. I haven't forgotten about Bot Revere. Shane Hall. Also that morning, I'm supposed to see a physiotherapist or somebody like that. An offer was made to me. So I'm going to take another look at my leg. No, I'm not going to Scottsboro. Sorry, Shane. Can we teach you to pronounce the word Jackalas? Yuckalas. Yuckalas? Not Yuckalas? Eastern Cape. All right. Hotful Biker says was great, meaning the man, the myth, the legend. That was you. I just realized that was you, man. I pictured you differently and now I know who that is. Okay. I haven't discussed Clairefontaine. Nope, haven't talked about it. East London is going to be a long wait there, Mitch. It's not on this trip. Sorry. Yeah, 1440 COVID showed the elite's true colors. Took people a long time to catch on. Wade Fundamev is laughing about something. R1, I don't use the word Josie, and I never intend to use the word Mzanzi ever. Gotcha. Michelle Swart gave 35 Rand super chat. Thank you for that, Michelle. Appreciate that. Ghost says, really nice to meet you today. Well, thank you. I met a lot of people today. Mariki, welcome too. Yeah, I say Joburg. I never said Josie. I hope so too, Dylan, with my hip. Connie loves pencils is back. Good to see you there, Connie. Welcome back. Xavier Grayling. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. And it was wonderful. It was really cool. So, guys, the meet and greets, people ask what are they all about. It's not just about meeting me and talking to me. It's about meeting each other. The guys who came to the Woodbridge Island wanted to start a WhatsApp group, and they did for all the people there. But, of course, these are people interested in the refugee program. But, it's all about, hanging out. Oh, we just got some gifted memberships there. Oof, jeez. Micheline. Swart. Didn't I meet you today, Micheline, as well? Okay. Liz Wheeler Bluff says, okay. Jan van Riebeck came to South Africa in 1913. Wow, that's impressive. He's an old fellow, wasn't he? Okay, Fabian represented me in East London last week. Thank you for that, Fabian. Jane Smith, welcome to you. Andre Applegren gave a gifted membership, and it went to Crystal Austin. And Ruben says, good to meet you. Thanks for the talk. Okay, cool. Yeah, who calls Pretoria Schwane? I do want to talk about the municipality, Corey. Do you think that Mission South Africa will be similar to the orderly departure program? I don't know what you're talking about, Christian Ugo. An orderly departure program is something for State Department employees when we evacuate embassies. I'm not sure. That has nothing to do with refugees. R1 came to another one of my meet greets today. Yeah, the garden route. I did that in 2022. Probably come back. Oh yeah, Ronaldo says the prank I put on was classic. Okay, so for those you don't know, I think I mentioned last night, but not everybody was here. We got a bigger crowd tonight than last night. So at Ronaldo's birthday party. Now, bear in mind that we had a meet and greet the night before for me. Byron and Ronaldo came, which was pretty cool. We had three of us in the same room, and we had 91 people, something like that, over 90 people, and. So the next night was Ronaldo's birthday, and I took a break, walked out for a little bit, went to talk to Bobby, who was his manager there. Nice fellow, Indian guy. His father works for Volkswagen, so he lives in PE, lived in Germany for a while, in Wolfsburg, at the Volkswagen headquarters. Anyway, so Bobby and I were chatting. He was telling me a little about his life. It was interesting listening to someone else rather than talking. And so he said, how's it going? I said, well, it's pretty good. Birthday party's pretty good. I think Ronaldo's got about 40 people there. And he said, oh, that's you had more last night, didn't you? I said, yeah. I said, hey, you know what? Next time you see Ronaldo, you should come up to him and say, how's the party going? Ronaldo says, yeah, pretty good. So how many people showed up? About 40. And then say, well, that's less than half that came for Chris last night. Oh! And I was like, what the No, of course, I didn't miss a beat. It's good to be loved. And he timed it. The delivery was perfect. Ronaldo's jaw just dropped. It was funny, man. It was funny. Anyway, yeah, it was classic. We're gonna remember that one for a while. Also, it's Schwane named after Swanepoel. Okay, and Andre Appelgren just gave 35 Rand super chat. Thank you for that. Good evening, Jane. Andre van Gaan, welcome to you. Jack Langby says, my honest opinion is that, okay. Recurring, welcome to you. Mr. TT is putting something up there. Katya Beaton is here. Welcome, Katya. Bit late to the party. Well, I don't know if it's much of a party, but welcome, Katya. What have you been doing? You out there arguing with Morning Shot? What's going on? Were you debating Morning Shot? Come on, tell us what you're up to, Katya. I know you want to. And thank you for your membership. So Paul Stapleberg, I can't see. It's so tiny on my screen, and it isn't showing up in my chat down here. There's another member. Somebody give out memberships? Oh, there it is. 5 memberships given out. I can't do all this list. The price. Road Captain Kev 41. Thanks for the meet and greet last night. Last night was great. Tonight was great. So, folks, we're at over 740 people that attended the meet and greet so far. If the meet and greet in Opel Plus is huge, we'll break 1,000. That could be incredible. Couldn't it be something else? All right, so Sonic Boom is back. Didn't I meet you today as well, Sonic Boom? Busy on the socials. Byron is avoiding me. I'm totally up for debate. Well, no, you have to understand where Byron's coming from. I was a little surprised he said it, but you have to understand where he's coming from. I wasn't surprised to hear him say it. Surprised he said it, though. Anyway, so, yeah. We mean Opel Plus VAR. What do you mean? Opel Plus in Pretoria. Betty Karine Fenta. It's in Pretoria East. Not Pretoria East, but it's in Pretoria. Yep. So, yeah. Napoleon Dynamite, I'm going to need you to contact President Trump to expedite. I need to be in the U.S. for Christmas. Okay? All right. Utopia, I understand Open Plus can handle hundreds of people. It's big, open outdoors, picnic tables, that sort of thing. We're in good shape there. Brakes, can't drive at the moment. I broke my left wrist. Oh my goodness. That sucks. Fabian just through membership for 2 months. Thank you, Fabian. Okay, I'm 3 blocks from there. Huh? Yeah, folks, you got to check the community tab on the channel. I post all these there. Correct, Charleston. All of a sudden, you've spot on. You've hit that spot on. Please mention the 11 meeting. What's the 11 meeting? I don't know what the 11 meeting is. May 11th? We don't have a May 11th meeting set up yet. Wait. Oh, Willem, you're the one setting it up. Yeah, no, Willem, I'm tired. I read what you sent me earlier. You tell people, or just hold off. I mean, I'm too tired. I haven't done that, and I'm going to be up at 5:30 tomorrow morning to go to Gareth Cliff show. Man, those shows are early. Oh, I don't know, Grant. I haven't looked at it. My super bro. Totally up for it. Okay. Hey, Theodoros, how's it going? Just found a very upsetting comment in a morning shot video, not the one that you mentioned, Byron, saying that lots of people will qualify as grifters. I saw that as well. I saw that as well. Okay, so I'll be very clear about this. As the executive order is written, many people will qualify. At least 2.8 million white South Africans will qualify, according to the executive order. However, unless Byron has inside knowledge from the State Department or from the embassy or PRM, I'm not sure where he's getting that from. That's just his assessment. So, anyway, all I can tell you is what the executive order says. Whether that's rescinded, modified, or adjusted, that's a prediction. That's not a statement of fact. The statement of fact is what the order says. And at least 2.8 million white South Africans would qualify at a minimum. At a minimum. Doesn't mean 2.8 million people are going to go anywhere. Just saying that they would qualify. Willem Hotzenberg is out. Good night. Well, as I've said all along, people who denigrate those, Reethnell, thank you for your membership. Though people who denigrate those who want to leave, shame on you. You don't know the circumstances of those people. You're not in their shoes. You're not in their boots. And for those of you that want to leave, that denigrate those who want to stay, shame on you. You're not in those other people's shoes. You're not in their circumstances. A lot of these people do live in bubbles and they've never experienced violent crime. Their jobs are not threatened. They've got tons of money. They live a fantastic life of luxury here. Yeah. So, yeah, if that was directed at me, calling me a grifter, I've got a problem with that. Well, Case, you're correct, but I'm not talking from a place where I come from personally. I'm talking from a factual basis, having read the law, having experience in these fields, having worked in multiple embassies, having dealt with refugees in Africa, having dealt with the UN repeatedly, and having dealt with the State Department repeatedly. That's right. Qualified does not mean guarantee approval. It also does guarantee departure. Is Steve Hofmeyer here? I don't know. Steve, if you're here, welcome to you. Right. Wes is that even if they all qualify, a family that just won't leave. Exactly. Yes, people from all walks of life are leaving today. Yeah, correctly. I mean, I mentioned today people from all walks of life are interested. The guy you had the interview with talked more about the Jews than what's going on here. He said South Africans don't leave the refugee program. Morish, that's on his program. That's Morning Shot. I didn't have the interview. He interviewed me. Yeah, no, Charles, exactly. It does remind me of the 1930s. The Jews are like, it's okay. This is Hitler will be gone soon. Sure, 12 years later. Exactly, Alan. Keep it to yourself. Corey, it's on your end. It's coming out fine here. Yeah, I have the book, but I haven't had a chance to read it. I bought it, and then it was gifted to me by AfriForm as well. I've also interviewed Thea Jeffrey. Oh, ouch, Michael. That's a rough one. Well, I think that Byron's done a pretty good job with the channel. Uh, yeah, Jared says every situation is different and have different reasons. Yep, why you want to stay or leave. Narendra Zaman says, you hit it again, Chris. Tell them lots of Lowlanders can stay behind you. Garrett, are you still in Johannesburg? Or have you gone back to Western Cape? Because I'm here, man. We got to link up. We've never linked up in Joburg. Brother Louie, friend of mine, his most senior chiropractor in Pretoria was the Puma's team doctor. Wow. Well, the problem with that, Brother Louie, is that I'm going to be there on a weekend, so you'd have to see me on a Sunday. I don't think he's going to want to do that. Exactly. You better have a plan in place than scream when it all goes sideways. Afrikaners always wonder what was behind the next hill. Exactly. Barbara Harrison, you actually said something prophetic. I get accused of that all the time, but mine is not an interview. And, to be fair, it wasn't really an interview. It was more conversation. We had a chat. So I don't really have an issue with Byron talking a lot. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what I get accused of a lot. And it's definitely wasn't the case. Napoleon says a lot of older people do not want to leave because they're afraid of the unknown, making new friends, new country in old age. Yeah, Napoleon, I get that. I mean, I understand that. I understand that. Good luck to those who want to stay. And me personally, I have two children to take precedence over anything. Yeah. Dame ever had to apologize after? Yeah, I know. I saw that from colleague Creel published something, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Busy running around. Mar-a-Lago. No, I've never seen Mar-a-Lago. Nope. Sure luggage, tonnage, but yeah, Garrett. Yeah, you're okay. Well, then we need to link up, Garrett, tomorrow. If you got time. After Gareth Cliff, I'll be in Santon. I don't know where you're at. So in order to fix the one substation they have into a mini load shedding with Nelson. Well, there was load shedding all over the place. Willie DeWitt, I will be in Joburg the 4th, the 5th, and 6th. The 4th is nearly over, the 5th and 6th. Then I'm off to Uppington. Oh my goodness, the Opiate Plus is on the 10th at 11 a.m. Yes, it's load reduction, it's not load shedding. 51 years ago, LM. We all miss Sai. Why? Why do we miss Sai? Marsh says who's with me, must thank Colonel Chris not only for listening to us across the pond, but actually came by to see what's happening. Marsh, this is my 5th trip in less than 3 years. Gadget, pleasure shaking your hand too. Thank you so much. Simon, I'm looking forward to Open Plus too. We're in Uppington. Yaki, I'm doing an event with the Sightliner Civil Defense. Don't know where it's going to be. I'll have to when I find out. Actually, I think that he sent me the banner. Hang on a second. Um, Hmm. I'm looking for. Sorry, I think he sent me the banner actually. Um, there's a charge to come to it. I don't get any money from that, just so you know. Where's it at? I don't see a place on here. You guys tell me if you see a place on here, okay? It's enough for cons, so I'm having a little trouble. Having a little trouble here, so give me a second. I'll bring it up on the screen. Um, I mean, I think I understand all the Afrikaans. I don't see a location, a venue. You guys read it and you just tell me. Maybe I'm missing something. Earlier today, I was interviewed by Board Media, and they introduced me in Afrikaans who I was, and I'm like, oh, I understand everything you just said. Downloads. There it is. Okay. You guys take a look at that. Tell me what you see. Okay. Is there something on there that says the venue? Is it contact somebody make a reservation? I don't see a location. It says location is Uppington. Paul? Okay, well, I got to set the prison break thing up. It's not set up. Hey, Online Optics. There's Cyber. Oh, Sci is the one they're looking for. Okay, not CyberX. Okay. I'm not talking about refugee. I'm talking about meet and greets. Mark. So, does anybody see something there? I don't see anything there. Yeah, exactly. I know it doesn't. So I didn't miss anything. I'm like, I'm not missing something here, am I? It doesn't say where in Uppington. It just says there's a price and it's in Uppington. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Trump bought Mar-a-Lago and turned it into a multi-hundreds of million dollar property. Yeah, no venue mentioned. Don't want unwelcome people to show up. That could be the case. They give you directions when you book. Cookie on. Thank you for that. Okay, there you go. The desert. All of that. Yeah, all of Uppington. All right. Gotcha, Morse. I got it. Well, we weren't the last time. It was all known last time. Okay, so that's on the 11th. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna have something special. Let me get that from the chat. Okay, because he sent that to me as well. Okay. What the heck is come on. I got that somewhere here. Not it. There we go. Where the heck is it at? 854. There you go. So Willem Duckett set this up. Okay, I don't know where this is, but we'll figure it out together. So there we go. All right, so let's get back to. Let me just talk about meet and greet so far here real quick. So it's in the web address. Oasis. Oh, okay, that's where it was at before. I didn't see that. Ronell, what's going on? As far as I know, Loretta, I'm meeting Oma Katarina. That's the plan. I got to reach out to them the next day or so. All right, so let's get. I'm going to give you the rundown of the meet and greet so far. Okay, so here we go. Strand 150 people. Hermanus 25. None of these are disappointing, by the way. Woodbridge Island, 50 people. Longabon, 45, plus 9 people that off the street. By the way, we're up to 72 people that recognize me. So, Longabon, 45. Feldrift, 25 for coffee with the Colonel in the morning. Bloberg, 60. Those are backwards. Howick, 25. Bolito, 30. Durban, 35. Port Elizabeth, 90. Vanderbilt Park, 110. And Northcliffe, 125. That is 740 plus people so far, folks. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's beat the morgue. Okay. No, it's okay, Garrett. Just okay. Just WhatsApp me, okay? All right. Need monitors look out for what? I don't eat lamb. Sorry, Skulk. So, Skulk, no lamb. I don't eat sheep. Nope, 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 nope. One hell of a difference between Sightlanders and yeah, there's a big difference, Patreon. That's right. Big difference between Sightlanders and Sightlander Civil Defense. That's correct. Well, yeah, open plots could be off the charts, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, one place that people do know me is Pretoria, that's for sure. That's one place that I've always been warmly greeted and well known there, so. I'm not following any goats in Uppington. Anyway, is he even visible? He fell. Oh man, he's supposed to have been up here the whole time he fell. The whole show he's been missing. Missing in action. There he is. Get up there, buddy. Oh, he won't sit. He's not going to work very well. Worked on the bed. Anyway. Pikachu. Anyway. Well, it may be hot compared to what we've had going on here. That's for sure. It's chilly in Joburg. A lot of people freezing their butts off. Yep. Yeah, Josie's something that, mostly black folks I've heard say. I've never really said it myself. Not my cup of tea. So anybody read my ANC video this morning? Or not read, watch it. It's about close to 30,000 now, so got some subscribers on it. It's single-handedly driving subscribers. So the other one, the South African troops one, is that's just got a handful of subscribers. And then the making videos more accessible. I guess people didn't like that. Monty Jackson asked me to do shorter videos because a lot of his audience is interested in things, but they have limited data. So I said, well, I'll try doing a minute long ones. How's that? He said, okay, that's a good idea. So I'm going to try to do that. But I didn't talk about this the other day. The Uganda military boss, that's the son of Museveni, the guy's a bit of wacko. I knew him personally. He wasn't crazy when I knew him, but now he's crazy. He says he has an opposition guy locked in his basement. Eddie Mutwa, who's the chief bodyguard for the opposition figure, Bobby Wine, went missing on April 27th after being grabbed near the Capitol by armed men. Police have said they don't have him. His real name is Edward Sesibufu. And until now, there's been no word on his whereabouts. In a series of posts on Twitter Thursday, Chief of Defense Forces Muhuzi Karangruba posted what appeared to be a photograph of Mutwa, who was shirtless, and said he had captured him like a grasshopper. Reuters was not immediately able to independently verify the photograph. Wow. He's in my basement. You are next, he wrote. Good God. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, my Pikachu fell down. Okay, here we go. Sit him here. Yeah, so he's in my basement. What a wackadoodle, man. I mean, it's just total lawlessness in Uganda. Kate McKenzie's going to crack down on the deployment of foreigners. Why? Only if they're illegal, Gaten. Only if they're illegal. Otherwise, what's the problem? He said, when I became minister, the first thing I asked was, how many foreigners are there in the department? I was told none. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens with Kate McKenzie's plans. And we've talked about Clairefontaine. I'll probably get around to writing something or doing a video on that. I haven't had time. Corruption has damaged our reputation. ANC sends heavyweights to bolster the Western Cape. Good luck with that. Oh, yeah. The ANC's plan to reclaim Gauteng. Reclaim what? Aren't you in charge? This guy is such a clown. ANC's Gauteng provincial co-convener, Premier Panyazi Lusufi, says ANC needs to go back to basics and wants to reclaim its dominance. Basics? What? Corruption, theft, race hustling? What are your basics? ANC's deployed party heavyweights to the Western Cape to try to strengthen themselves ahead of local government elections next year. ANC Western Cape convened its ordinary provincial executive committee meeting over 2 days in Salt River. We'll see how that goes for the ANC. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, folks. Apparently, South Africans have to say goodbye to the last Afrikaans show on SABC2. Well, SABC2 is going out its way to rubbish Afrikaans. I don't know why. A lot of their money comes from Afrikaans viewers, so. Footspor's 14th season will likely be the last viewed after an extensive battle over the South African Broadcasting Corporation's decision to stop payments in December last year. It's the last remaining Afrikaans program. Rapport reports that the producer sued the SABC on Tuesday, April 22nd for legal costs and outstanding fees of 578,000 Rand. Wow. Jeez. Well, that's the end of Afrikaans on SABC, apparently. Shame. But that's where it's at, folks. That's where it's at. Yeah, Pikachu had some beer when I wasn't looking. He broke into the wine bottles. Online Optics likes Byron's chat with me. I thought it was a pretty good conversation, but Byron did put himself out there. Jan says he swears I'm eating Duracell batteries. Whole town's covered in feathers. I've been to Uppington. It's a little bigger than that. Your dog keeps falling. The whole bikers is so cold he almost wore 2 pair of shorts. Yes, I have a Pikachu. Pikachu, it's my buddy. Picked him up in Durban. Here he is. Pikachu. It's a big Pikachu, too. I never got the Pokemon thing. It was never my thing. That was something that came about after my childhood. But when I went to Japan, I really glommed on to Pikachu, man. And I loved it. I loved it. Is that a super chat? Ms. V gave 100 Rand super chat. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Moments away from saving South Africa until his yellow Pikachu left from his pocket screamed, Pika! Face plant into the dust like, that's got money. That's funny, relaxing positive energy. Thank you for all your videos, even the early morning live, which I missed. Well, that'll be coming back, Rakes. When I'm back in the States, your early morning lives will be back. Look, I will tell you one thing. I have never seen this many white South Africans begging for money on street corners. I've seen it. I've seen it as early as, 20 years ago in Pretoria. But I have never seen so many white South Africans standing on street corners in Cape Town, in PE, in Durban, Joburg, begging for money. Never seen that many. Yeah, Caroline loves that. That is. It's so cute, isn't he? It's my buddy there. It's my Pikachu. I got a little tiny one I keep on a keychain, but this is the buddy. I like that Pikachu detective movie. That was pretty cool. Will Smith was in that, wasn't he? It was the voice, I think. Yep. He's alltid welcome here in Pretoria. Well, thank you, Bertie Karinventa. I'm glad I'm always welcome in Pretoria. I think so. It's the heart of Afrikaanderdom these days, and one of my favorite places. Good evening, Peter John Vust. Tried to rally the troops, but his Pikachu now fully charged zapped the entire enemy with his thunderbolt of disappointment and a side plot. Somebody knows about Pokemon. I ordered one of your badges. It's not my badges, Loretta. I had no likes, yeah. Thank you, Louise Venter, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. George Steinberg. George Heckport. 140, thank you for the super chat. Can't build muscle or fat, unconsciously moving reproductive organs, making cigarette. What? First Pikachu refugees. That's right. Yeah. Pikachu is going to get to America before anybody else does. I'll tell you that right now. Pikachu will be in America long before anyone else is. I'm sorry, but it's true. Uppington postal code. I'm going in bull me an orange mega hat. Used to love watching Buck Rogers and Afrikaans back in the day. Tweaky, BDD, BDD, Buck Rogers. Oh, I love Buck Rogers. That was a great show. That was, the 1970s Buck Rogers. Yeah, what was his name? Gail. Was the actor there? Let's see, Buck Rogers. Oh, one of my favorite actresses. I was in love. I was enamored with her as a young kid. In the 25th century. There we go. Aaron Gray, wasn't it? Yeah, Aaron Gray. Oh my goodness. I can watch that tonight. They got episodes here. Huh. Buck Rogers. Gil Gerard. Yep. Wow, he looks old now. Aaron Gray. She looks old too. Well, these people are old. TV series Buck Rogers in the 25th century. American sci-fi adventure television series produced by Universal Studios, ran for 2 seasons, 79 to 81 on NBC. Yeah, developed by Glenn Larson, based on the character Buck Rogers, created in 1928 by Philip Francis Nolan. Yep. Let's see. Aaron Gray. Wow. She's 75 now. Good God. 75, Aaron Gray. I was enamored with that lady on that show. Gil Gerard. Wow. Man, what a difference time makes. He was such a handsome fellow. Wow. Gil Gerard. He's 82 now. Wow. From Little Rock, Arkansas. The only thing I ever saw him in was Buck Rogers. Never saw him in anything else. That's crazy. Buck Rogers in the 25th century, excuse me. Guy in a yard Friday night jumped over the gate. Gone within 2 minutes, third time to share my fears. Damn, Melanie, that's scary. Yes, Napoleon, I can talk about that once people are there. Wow, one with a beard be shaved. Well, folks, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. The clock is ticking. I came April 13th. I said if I get to 100,000 subscribers in South Africa, the beard shall be trimmed. But it's not happening. We haven't even hit 80,000 yet. Long way to go, folks. Something's going to have to break. Good night, Rakes. Louise Forster just gave 35 rounds. The Forster fam. Kimberly, thank you for providing Southern Citizens great advice and support. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, God is his flair, Charles. Yeah, he does look kind of sad. He's 82, though, so I mean, but man, he was such a good-looking fellow. It's sad, the white beers, but if you ask them to come... Huh? You're now cheating. You're now meeting all the new people in person, not online. Well, more... I don't know about that. TV in old days was good. There was no South Africa timeline. Because all those whites cannot get jobs. Okay. Good night, Walter. Wilma Daring sexy suit. Yes, it was. It was Michael Thorne, quite sexy. Quite a sexy lady, man. She was a hot, hot, hot. Me soul on fire singing hot, hot, hot. She was very hot. As a young man, I was quite enamored with Wilma Deering and Aaron Gray. Was great. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube. So I haven't seen that in ages. Buck Rogers. YS gave 14 Rand. Enjoy your trip. Thank you for the 14 Rand super chat. I do appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Elvis loves you. You're a fine American. Yes. Let me see how close we are. We're getting close to 80,000, but we're not quite there, folks. We have 79,920 subscribers. If we have a good night, maybe we can make it by morning. Wouldn't that be super cool? But revenue's declining, views are declining, hours watched are declining. All the good news stories are chasing people away. Shame, 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 shame. But that's what happens. Anyway, so, yeah, Mendo's here. He's not the only one. There's other ones. Leslie Ann Moon, good evening to you. The $6 million Man was okay for its time. Bionic Woman was pretty cool too. Yeah. Lindsay Wagner was quite attractive. Does it get us a goatee? No. You guys are trying to negotiate for more stuff that's not part of the plan. I make an awesome Father Craig. Yeah, I'm starting to look old though. Look at all these pictures of me taking selfies with all these people with these things, man. Gemini, man. Okay. What happened to Debbie from Dallas? Ah ha ha ha. G Sawyer. Ah ha ha. B.A. Baraka's bad attitude. Beautiful. A beautiful. Good stuff. Pikachu versus the Wild series survive heat waves, teach cat to salute, and throw in some questionable dance moves guaranteed viral. That's probably true. Mixed grill special called Colonel Chris Meet Up and Have Lunch. There you go. They're having a special in my honor. That's pretty cool. No, F1 tonight. No, I'm going to go to bed. I might watch some of that Battlestar, not Battlestar Galactica, but Buck Rogers 21st Century. Airwolf. I didn't like Airwolf. I liked Murdoch. He was crazy. Then he was also later on had a great character on Star Trek: The Next Generation. That was an incredible character. I love that character. The news in Afrikaans done by a puppet owl and lizard. Okay, that's interesting. Chips. I've met Punch. Yep, I've met him. Came to the Pennsylvania State Fair. Really cool guy. Hot. He hung around, signed autographs for like an hour and a half after he was supposed to. He gets paid for a period of time. He stayed a long time. He's awesome. Yep. Yeah, Eric, what's his name? Really good guy. Schultz. Dwight Schultz was Murdoch. Yep. Yep, Dwight Schultz. And then he was on Star Trek: The Next Generation. He was fantastic. Yep. Eric Estrada, yeah. Well, that's not the correct spelling, but that's close enough. That's correct spelling, PT Brits. Eric Estrada. What a nice guy. He was so cool, so down to earth. You know, he when he left Chips, he went and did Spanish telenovelas and, the soapies in Mexico for years. But Eric Estrada is a really down to earth guy, man. In his 70s, cool. Yeah, Dwight Schultz must be around 77 now. That's crazy. Good evening, Ronell. Okay. Moving on is still good. Okay. Magna PI. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It is cringe today. Yep. WKRP was awesome. Isn't your Uppington meet greet at Uppington Sightline and Burger? No. I don't know about that. Early bird. Well, Dallas, of course. You can fit in the Pikachu. Eric Estrada. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it was great stuff. Yeah, it was a great show. I wasn't a big fan of Little House on the Prairie. I did watch it. I love the Jeffersons back in the day. That was a funny show. Yep, good stuff. And I used to watch Linda Lavin, Alice. That was interesting. Uh, I do. I do. What the hell is that? Why is business on? Why is business
President
on?
Cyril Ramaphosa and his cabinet may soon have to face a court order to
Where's
fix
that coming from?
a collapsed municipality themselves. We get the latest from Sakeliga CEO Pete Leroux. Welcome, Pete.
Where's this at?
Morning, Chris.
Why did this case have to be brought on an urgent basis?
Well, the town is in a dire state of collapse due to municipal
I don't
mismanagement.
have this on.
It's been progressing and getting cumulatively worse over the years. We, 18 months ago, forced the province to take over the town.
Jeez, I didn't have that open. How'd that happen? Just took over my channel. Good night, Caroline. Sean, I guess we'll have to go to Rodney, but I mean, it's just not. There's no way I can do it this time. It's just there's no way. Yeah, my show is hijacked, man, by business. Oh, stop the old people in tech, man. I was doing tech before you were born. Give me a break. Freaking doing IBM data punch cards back in the 70s. Yeah, Lonnie Anderson was pretty hot back in the day, but she wasn't my cup of tea. Back then, I liked brunettes. That was weird. No, I had a browser tab open that for some reason just got active. This shouldn't have been active. The Waltons. Still remember that annoying theme song. Jeez. Didn't like Little House on the Prairie. Hi, Chaparral. I know that, Xavier. That's before my time, but I know it. Victoria Principal, Brunette. Yes, Dallas. Yep, Yabo. Yabo. Simon Templar was a good show. Yep. Yeah, well, that was back in the 60s. That was with what's his name? Played James Bond. What do you make of the Green Goblin's veiled threat to the Victory Day Parade in Russia on the 9th? I have no idea what you're talking about. Warmbirds, that was a miniseries. And the actor in that just died. Kojak, yeah, Three's Company. Come on, knock on our door. Come on, knock on our door. Take a step that is new. Meet a loving space that leads your face. Three's Company too. You'll see that life is a ball again. Laughter is calling for you. Down at our rendezvous. Three's Company too. Brother Louis says my chiropractor. Okay. I don't know that this is a chiropractor thing. Okay. Okay. Thank you for sending him to his number, Brother Louis. Okay. Wow. Man from Uncle, that's a 60s thing that had Bill Cosby. No, not Bill Cosby. Who's the other one? Why not get Colonel's Chris's place? FEMA Denton popped up. Nope. Yeah, it's a song. Yep. Well, I like the one for the Jefferson. To the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. We finally got a piece of the pie. God. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of touring just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues, getting our turn at luck. Long as we live, baby, you and me, baby, ain't nothing wrong with us. Hey, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment. Oh man, Jefferson's, that was so cool. Sherman Hemsley, what a great show. What a great show. Full House was in the 80s. Your outdoor experiences. Star Woven's Crazy Guys back. Dukes of Hazzard. The cat left the room. It's pretty fun. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm not doing any hip replacements. Screw that. Do you foresee a new American ambassador in South Africa make significant difference? No, I don't. I do not, Michael McIntyre. I do not see a new ambassador changing Trump's opinion. Why? They will be here to execute what Trump wants. That's the purpose of an ambassador. Those are 90s shows. You're going from 70s, 80s, 90s. Some people back in the 60s. Starsky and Hutch was a good show. Yeah, that was Chris from Biz News. Yes, all the brunettes will be gray by now. Go up on American television. Yes, I see that. Marius wants to know, how's your trip so far? Pretty epic, pretty crazy. Yep. Paid all my bills. Oh, that was painful today. Ouch, ouch. Paid a couple days ago, and I paid them today. Finished off the bills. Ouch, 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 ouch. Those credit card bills, that mortgage. Woo, baby. Watch my checking count go. Chris sings like no one's listening, and we're all just trying to keep it that way. Banned. I didn't see Neil's interview. It's Sunday. Yeah. Who can help South Africa's citizen who left South Africa but faced the same thing? Huh? Magnum PI. It was mentioned already. Law and Order. Yeah, that's a 2000 series. Rob Mack, Irene Borga, welcome to you. And Rox starts is off the bed. Are we up to what? Are we an hour and a half yet here? We're close, an hour and 15 minutes. 78 people. Just 431 likes. What's up with that, folks? That's stingy. Yeah, Hill Street Blues. TJ Hooker. That was Captain Kirk. William Shatner. The nontogenarian now. Mike Hammer. That squad. Yep. Like we're sorry, late. May the fastest debit order win. Hey, Marius. Beretta. Oh, I like Beretta. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah, I like that. That was a great show. Yeah, salary, so you lose weight for the entire month gone in a couple minutes. Yep. Yeah, but I compare people when I tell people what things cost in the States and what I spend. They're like, they gasp. They gasp. Kojak was good. I never liked Sigourney Weaver. I never thought she was hot. She's a great actress. I like her characters, especially Aliens. That's the best one of them all. Hicks, calm down. Oh, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Anyway, that's The Greatest American Hero. I love that show. William Catt. Keeping Up Appearances, that's all right. Sanford and Son. I'm an Elizabeth. It's a big one. It's a big one this time. Shut up, Pops. Done had 45 heart attacks. Heather Locklear was smoking hot, but she had a really bad taste in men. Light Ring says, you guys have no idea how difficult it is to sing every note wrong to avoid copyright strikes. The Colonel's an incredibly skilled singer. Banned. That's another one. That's two. They're out tonight. Who else wants to go out? Starwoven, you next? 3. Became cop because of chips. Really? Oh, well, on a Gold Wing motorcycle would be pretty cool. Off to rest, says Loretta. Good night, Loretta. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I think that Jane Seymour was the hottest she's ever been when that show started. Yep, she's always been a stunning woman. She was a Bond girl. Gorgeous. Yeah, trip down memory lane's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool stuff. I mean, what about the facts of life? You take the good, you take the bad, then you have the best. The facts of life. The facts of life. World seems so strange. Ha ha ha, Charles. Love for Huskies, okay. Brooke Shield, Blue Lagoon, that was kind of pedo, though. It was kind of a pedo situation there. I love Falcon Crest. Oh, I love that. Chase Giaberti. Falcon Crest. Great show. Jamie Lee Curtis was super hot a long time ago, but she's such an annoying leftist that I can't stand her. Saw you broadcasting from Gordons Bay the other week. You visit this part of the world often. I'm in Somerset West. Well, Michael McIntyre, funny you should mention that. I come about every 6 months normally, and I will be in Somerset West soon. Again, briefly. Paulie, our resident fire chief, is here. Time to put out the fire. Used to hide behind the couch to watch Twin Peaks. Oh, Twin Peaks, yeah. That was a creepy show. Machen Amick. What a great show that was. Kojak. There was Kolchak. That was another show. Kolchak. I love that show. What about Dallas, Diana? Dallas. Good night, Mariska. Do you listen to radio stories? Yeah, I do. I love to listen to old time radio. I love what's his name? Oh gosh. Oh, what's that show? Oh, God. The Great Gildersleeve. Oh, I love The Great Gildersleeve. Harold Perry. Oh my goodness. Time rated. The Great Gildersleeve. Let me see if I can find it. Love that show. Harold Perry. A lot of old shows, but that's the one I really, really like. I could listen to The Great Gildersleeve over and over and over again. That's a spinoff of Molly and what's that? See if it comes up. There it is. Great Gildersleeve. Phil Harris, that was a good show. And Alice Faye. There we go. Great Gildersleeve.
The Johnson Wax Program with Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
I love that laugh.
The makers of Johnson's Carnu and the whole family of Johnson Protect the Surface products present for your enjoyment The Great Gildersleeve, written by Len Levinson. Your new summer radio show.
Love that show. I love that show. The Great Gildersleeve. It was time. Yeah, kind of any show had theme song. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Oh, that's easy. It's Cheers. Where everybody knows your name. And they're glad you came. MASH I liked, but it got old on me. It wore. It was on too long. Major Dad. Major Dad was actually a surprisingly good show. I liked the X-Files for a while, but then it got kind of boring. Yeah, Dallas was huge at one time. General Dad, that's a British show. Knight Rider, yeah, it was all right. No, I'm not a Cook Sister fan, never have been. But someone gave them to me, so. Bonanza was in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Man from Atlantis, Patrick Duffy, who wound up in Dallas later on. It was a good show. Murder, She Wrote, Angela Lansbury. It was pretty good. But they did her wrong. Samantha Fox. Laura Branigan, she died rather young, unfortunately. Early 50s, Laura Branigan. Samantha Fox still around. Kim Wilde. Oh, I loved Kim Wilde, man. Kim Wilde. We're the kids in America. Oh. Yeah, she was great. What else you guys got here for me here? Brooke Shields is 14. Yes, I said it was a bit peedy. It was a bit pedo, Lindy. We do have channels dedicated to old TV shows. Absolutely. Yep, lots of shows. Lots of channels. Heart is true, your friend, confidant. Yeah, thank you for being a friend. Your heart is true, you're a friend. Oh my God, that's the Golden Girls. Oh, All in the Family. Oh, Archie Bunker. Yeah, that was something. Yeah. Let me see. That's not right. There we go. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like we had it made. Those were the days. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. Gee, your old LaSalle ran great. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. People seem to be content. $50 paid the rent. Freaks were in a circus tent. Those were the days. Take a little Sunday spin. Go watch the Dodgers win. Have yourself a dandy day. That cost you under a fin. Hair was short and skirts were long. Kate Smith really sold a song. I don't know just what went wrong. Those were the days. Yep, that's the theme, and that's iconic now. Girls were girls and men were men. Yes, folks, I'm here to tell you that boys have penises and girls have vaginas. Boys have penises, girls have vaginas. Yes, R1, self-control. uh, some things never get old. That's right. That is such a funny from Kindergarten Cop. What a great line. You know, it reminds me of this. This is also pretty funny stuff. We you know, every time we play this just gets too many laughs.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
Dear God. Yes, that line made that movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, boys have penises, girls have vaginas. Leary goat, yeah. Get on that escalator again. Oh, that's a great line. Let me see. Find that line from Mallrats. Oh my goodness. Oh, uh, that's so funny. He's back on the escalator. So funny. Uh, oh my goodness. Jason Lee as Brody. Oh boy. Oh, Mallrats. That's a funny movie. Looking at the picture, and you're supposed to see a sailboat. A little girl walks up and go, "Oh, look, it's a schooner." The fat guy says, "Ah, it's a sailboat." And the girl says, a schooner is a sailboat, stupid head." then she's died now from cancer, that's sadly. But what's her name? Brenda from Beverly Hills 90210 walks over. She's in the movie. She's looking at the picture and he goes, "Brenda?" She goes, "You dick," and she hits him. That's too funny, man. The crossover from movies, so funny there. Oh my goodness. What's her name? Shannon Doherty. She sadly died recently from cancer. She was attractive too. Another brunette. But Shannon Doherty, oh my God, she plays Brody's girlfriend in that show. Full Metal Jacket. Well, that's not a funny movie. You're welcome, Xavier. Oh, John Ritter, that's great, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great show. He also did that show with Penny. Penny played his teenage daughter on 8 Simple Rules for My Daughter. That was a great show. Unfortunately, it ended very quickly. Okay, Ed, come on. It does. No, come on, okay. Mr. Furley, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, but before Furley, it was the couple that they were hilarious. He spent 5 weeks in Feld. But he's hilarious. Now Brody is my name, isn't he? I remember David Carradine, and he played Kung Fu, but I don't remember him being ashamed. Mr. Roper, thank you, Gerard. Yeah, Mr. Roper, yeah. Mr. Roper, yeah. Webster, yeah, Webster was funny. Yep. Petrocelli. Oh, Petrocelli, that's not what's spelled, but yeah, Petrocelli, yep. Yeah, I liked Banachek. That was a good show. Yeah. Well, a little humor. It's a Sunday night, folks. We can chill and relax a little bit. Audrey von Gran. So we still got 469 people. People came back. What happened there? We were down at 3. That can't be right. That's got to be out of date. Let me check and see. We can't be having 400 now. It's got to be lower than that. We must be down like 290, I think it is. Oh, well, we're 331. That's better than I thought it was. Who's the boss? Yeah. Carol Burnett. I love Carol Burnett. Oh, it's a great show. She always would pull on her ear. Remember that? What a huge laugh was made. Maud. Maud was okay. Sanfordson was great, man. Oh my God, G-Sor. Oh my gosh. Weekend at Bernie's. Hey, Pikachu, come on, join me, buddy. So, Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my goodness. That Kill Bill movie is weird, but Pikachu's going to join me. So, in 1989, I was a second lieutenant and I went back in the Army, but I had to travel across the country to get to Arizona. So, I took a trip from Ohio when I left university, up to Chicago, went through Indianapolis, went to Chicago, went to an Orioles game at Old Comiskey Park before they built the new one, stayed in Highland Park, which is where Michael Jordan lives, at Ritzy Park. They had Army base there at the time for the 6th Army headquarters. And then I went across the country through Dakota, over to Wyoming, did Devil's Tower, did Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, went over to Idaho, and then over to Washington. Anyway, when I was in Washington at Fairchild Air Force Base in Spokane, Washington, I had time when I got there because plenty of time today. So I went to the movies, and at the Army Air Force Theater, which cost like $2 or $1 to go to, this is 1989. I watched Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my God, I nearly wet myself half a dozen times. The first time I watched him, it was so freaking funny. Weekend at Bernie's. It's still funny now, but man, you can top that first time. Yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was okay, but not my favorite. All it took on that ops was the mention of Buck Rogers in the 25th century, and that's how we got here. Arthur, he does as he pleases. All of his life, his master's choice, and deep in his heart, he's just a kid. He's just a boy. Oh, yeah, that's from Newhart. I'm Larry. It's my brother Daryl. It's my other brother Daryl. Great show. That's great. It's great. But that show, the best ending ever. That had the best ending show ever because he had Newhart, which was the Bob Newhart show, which I forget the name. Newhart was the one in there, but the Bob Newhart show was the one where he's in Chicago where he played the psychiatrist. That was great. I love that. It's one of my favorite shows. And did he just pass away, Bob Newhart? Or is he still alive? I think he just passed away, didn't he? Like a year or two ago. Bob Newhart. Let me look and see. Yeah, he died, last year. July last year. Bob Newhart. Yeah, unbelievable. He was 94 years of age. Bob Newhart, he did that show. Newhart was incredible. I love that show with Suzanne Plachette. And then in the Newhart show, in the last episode, he wakes up and he says, "I just had the strangest dream. I owned a bread and breakfast in Vermont." He turns on the light, and it's Suzanne Plachette, and she says, "Go back to bed, Bob." It's his wife from the first show from the decade prior. That was the best ever surprise moment in television. That was brilliant. Wow. DuckTales. Yeah, he was also brilliant in Big Bang Theory. Yeah, MacGyver, not my favorite. It's good actor, but not my favorite show. Don't know that Lopez show. All right, guys, we've hit an hour and a half. Yes, we know he's in the Big Bang Theory. Yep. Why don't we wrap it up here? I've got to get some stuff together, charge a few devices, figure out where I can charge them at, and then get some stuff ready for getting up early in the morning. Okay, so it'll be time for me to knock off here, guys. All right, have a good night. Cheers. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Okay? Take care, buddy. Thanks for being here. Don't forget.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. It's a trap. I love that one too. It's a trap. Good night, everybody.